and then you can fold that in on itself. Oh, he says, have I put this in the right way around? I don't think I have. I think that's wrong.
Alpha, the Falcon is back. Prepare for him a partner with attitude.
Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build the Megazord, where we are looking at issue 41 this time, and we are continuing with the fantastic Pterodactyl Zord. And I just want to start this video by saying a massive sorry for the mess up last week. For those that missed it, I meant to put out a video on New Year's Day, and I guess I forgot because of the holiday madness. So when I came to upload the next video last Sunday, I noticed that I was one ahead. So I wondered for ages if it'd been deleted or anything like that, but no, I just hadn't uploaded it. So I uploaded 39 last Sunday and I uploaded issue 40 on Wednesday. So if you missed issue 40, where we got started with the Pterodactyl Zord, that went out last Wednesday. Pause this video, go back, watch that, and then come back here and we'll continue with 41. I do just want to say as well that this video, and for all the pterodactyl videos going forward, there's about 4 at the moment, it's not my best work in terms of model making. I make a lot of silly mistakes, a mixture of excitement in wanting to get the Pterodactyl Zord done, a mixture of not having the time to film and take my time with it as much as I used to, and a mixture of just pure stupidity, being a moron essentially. So if you like a bit of car crash TV, you're going to enjoy these next few videos. If you're going to get annoyed by that kind of thing, I apologize in advance, but it's good viewing, and what I end up with at the end of it, not to give too many spoilers away, I'm still happy with. It still all works more or less. So it's a hell of a journey to get there, but the end result is okay. So let's start this journey by looking at the parts we get in issue 41. Starting off, well, we're not starting off, I want to start the video with this iconic piece. Look, we got the head of the pterodactyl. Every time I get such an iconic piece through, I'm blown away by it, and it just looks fantastic. The pink is on point, the white is on point, it looks glorious, but we'll get onto the head of the pterodactyl in just a little moment. Let's bring back the chest piece, or the main body of the Pterodactyl Zord, and what we need to do is we need to get this piece here, which is more detailing parts, and basically there are 4 spokes here and 4 holes. We line them all up so that it will sit on there like that when it's all attached. Flip it around, and we also have this part here which we will attach to the bottom like that and attach it all up. Now, yes, so it might be hard to see, but we've got all those 4 parts poking through there, and then what we need to do is match these 2 holes here match up with these 2 pegs holes there like that, and with one screw we're going to screw all of these parts down together at the top. We're not going to fix these in yet, it's just these 2 parts here. Now I'm not going to be able to do this on camera, so I'm going to do it off camera and then show you what it looks like when it's all done. So be right back. And there it is, all done. That little extension to the bottom of the body there. And I should mention at this point, we're also meant to have these parts attached here, slotting into place. But again, we haven't been asked to screw these parts in yet, and they are just quite loose. If I can get them all lined up, they just are loosely fitted in there. I'm sure at some point we will be screwing this part, these 2 holes here and this part here, all down, but it is not yet. They're just loose. So for the time being, I'm just going to leave these parts aside, but technically they should be in there. But we do have that part there looking fantastic. Okay, let's put this aside for now. Hello, it's me from the future, but I'm just cutting in here because I forgot to add this part on to the pterodactyl. So what you need to do is line up that part there, and it just fits in there like that. I forgot to do it. The rest of the video has me without that part being put on, but I thought I'd put that in because that now is where you're meant to put it in, and I just forgot. So back to past me, which is future me for you, to deal with the rest of the issue. And we'll bring in this small part here. So let me just zoom in just a little bit. This is the startings of the headpiece. So what we need to do is we need to get this LED. Yes, the pterodactyl does have light up features as well. This LED with this screw hole there matches that screw hole there. It's going to attach like that. So I'm just going to do this off camera, be right back. And actually that was really easy to do. But yes, I'm a coward. I just want to make sure that none of my LEDs break, so I do it off camera because I've got to live with this model for longer after these videos are all done. So yeah, so that's the LED part all put on there. The next thing we have to do is bring back, oh, it's just beautiful. Bring back this fantastic pterodactyl head. And we also have the eyes for the pterodactyl, which will be light up, like I say. So you just got to make sure you get the right eye into the right socket. So I think that one matches that. Yes, it does. And they're like that. And then this one will match there. Now, you know that I like to kind of paint it black so we don't get light bleed, but I can't do it with this because the inside of the pterodactyl head is by and large quite exposed. I guess technically I could paint this part black, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it as the instructions say and kind of live with the consequences if there is any light bleed. So what you need to do is you just put the LED with that part, push it in, and it's a really nice snug fit. And then you just screw it down with this screw hole here and this screw hole here, which I'm just going to go and do now. And there's that part all screwed in. That's the lights of that's the eyes of the pterodactyl. They're a little wobbly, but they're in there and they will light up when we get the power source in a future issue. And actually I've just tightened it up a little bit more, and those eyes are no longer wobbly. That's really secure in there. So just a note to make sure that this piece here is nice and tight so that the eyes don't wobble. Okay, so moving on to the next part, we get in issue 41, and we have this part here, this lovely silver part here. It is plastic, and basically this is the neck of the pterodactyl. And we also get two of these plastic tubes. Now the longer one, if you hold this part here that says R, got an R just in there for right, there we go. The longer one just slots in here, he says, like so. So you got that plastic part sticking up there like that. And then we have a shorter one here, and that just slots in the bottom there like that. And the longer one is slightly thicker, so it will go there like that. So what we need to do is we need to bring the head back like that. We also need to bring the second half of the neck, and we need to unfurl this wire, which I kept furled up while we were doing all the screwing, but now it's time to undo it. He says, oh, there we go. Okay, so that's that wire all out. And basically what we need to do is thread the wire around the neck, and then the neck will attach into these two little slots here to hold it in place. So bear with me while I look at this, and I'm looking at the instructions for, well, instructions. So we've got that there. So that will be in there. So the wire Okay, so there's a little hole here in the neck where the wire will sit. Okay, so we have the right hand side of the neck here. You hold the pterodactyl head this way, and then you get the right hand side and you feed the wire through that way, through that hole on the right hand side. Okay, so it's all kind of balanced in, but this wire will come out. Ah yeah, see, there's that little hole there, just there. So the wire needs to... I did it! It took a little time, but I did it. So that wire is now free to move along the neck. It's free to kind of slot in there, and it should have enough give so that when that's plugged in, all that will sit in there like that. But yes, as long as that wire is free flowing, so you can see I'm pulling it all the way to the right there and all the way to the left. As long as we have that kind of movement on the wire and this is all secure, that is a success. So that is what you're aiming for with this pterodactyl head. Whew. And then to secure it all, we make sure that this piece is all aligned, and then we get one of these spokes. We haven't seen these for a while, but they're flat in one end and they're textured on the other, designed to be pushed in via the flat end through the holes, he says. There we go, all the way through. There we go, and then you push it in so that the textured end takes hold. Ooh. And then the neck will have a lovely pivot like that and be able to be held in all sorts of different positions. And then you can fold that in on itself, oh, he says, and that wire is still free to move. Have I put this in the right way around? I don't think I have. I think that's wrong. Yeah, because that curve of the neck is meant to go down, not up. Right, let's take this out somehow. And after a mild panic, there it is. So it's meant to fit in there nicely, and actually it's a much easier way to get this pin through if you just have the neck kind of push down there, and then you push the pin in through, and then you have once again a neck with a head that can be held in a variety of different poses. Nice and secure. Just realised I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see it all in full. And then that will slot away nicely in there in the body of the chest, when I find it, so that when it's in Megazord mode, the head will fit very neatly away in there like that. So that is the head. Now let's attach the head to the body and finish off this issue so that I can have a lie down and get over that trauma. So, trauma is such a strong word, I'm being so overdramatic, ignore me. So basically what we need to do is get this wire out of the way here, and then we've got the connector part here which will connect the head and the neck to the rest of the body. Make sure that you have it so that the white side is facing downwards. You see you've got grey here. Make sure that the white side is facing that way. And then we have a larger spoke here, and we just push this in and hopefully it all aligns. Peg is not wanting to go into that final slot, so I'm just going to do this off camera. Be right back. Okay, so I made another error. You don't have it how I had it before, where this hole is exposed. You have it so that it all folds in on itself like that. That is how it should look like when it's all put together. Make sure you don't push this in till it is all secure, otherwise it's going to be an absolute pain to get out. I've documented the sounds of frustration. But yes, so what am I trying to say here? So yeah, so that will go on there like that, and once again we're not screwing this on, we're just placing the head of the pterodactyl in there like that, and you know, it holds up and it looks fantastic. Bear in mind these other two parts are meant to be on as well, and that is where we are left at the end of issue 41. I'm going to go for a lie down. I will see you next week for issue 42, where we are continuing with this pterodactyl. So until then guys, take care, bye bye.